it's Sandra from Asexualise.com and author of Asexual Perspectives, out on Amazon. So I have to confess to you that I am struggling at the moment with my hyperromanticism. It has been worse, but it's not so good. So what is hyperromanticism? Basically, hyperromanticism is where you are really excessively romantic. And unfortunately, because I don't experience platonic attraction, I jumped from, straight from liking someone as an acquaintance or friend to feelings of romance and then love, or just skips a romance, go straight to romance and love altogether. And it's really, really tough. I fall in love incredibly easy. Now, there's different degrees of love, and I try not to fall in love easily these days, but I end up getting love feelings and really strong romantic feelings. These are very intense feelings. Now, no asexual seems to even understand this very much. There's a couple of hyperromantics I've talked to, and they understand where I'm coming from a lot more. But they're not like me because I don't experience platonic attraction. So I experience multiple attractions for multiple guys. Well, I can do. And I have to manage that really well. Now, what I struggle with is I really like guys. I have a lot of guy friends. And I really love talking to guys and messaging and speaking to them on Skype, etc. But the problem I have with this is it sets off my hyperromanticism. So instead of me thinking of them as a friend and, just someone to chat to, I instantly get quite deep feelings for them, especially if I make the emotional connection. And the way I connect emotionally with someone is through talking and communication and messaging. So this means I end up falling for a lot of my ace guy friends. I try not to fall for any sexual friends. But even that's quite tough. There's one guy who was in an asexual group, he still is, and he's not actually asexual, but that's really tough for me because I've liked him for a long time, but I know nothing can happen with us. We both want completely different things, not just in terms of sex, but he wants marriage and kids too, and I'm really not that type of person. And he's Indian, which is kind of like, oh no, I like Indian guys. So yeah, but I don't just like Indian guys, I like different foreign guys. Indian's my top attraction, and I believe for a long time that my soulmate's Indian. I'm still not giving up on that, but I don't say no to other foreign guy possibilities. Being asexual kind of limits us in how we're going to meet people. It's not really like we're going to meet someone in the supermarket. We're going to meet them online, really, majority of the time, and then hopefully in person too. I can't do a long distance. I can do a long distance relationship, but not forever. So the person would have to move to live near me. If they can't do that, then it's not an option. But the fact is, even if I've met someone and at the beginning I don't feel that attraction for them, then I can get attracted to them. I'm particularly attracted to coloured skin, but it doesn't always have to be that way. If I've formed a really strong emotional connection with that person, then it can turn into love or romance feelings very quickly. Because I feel them, I feel that person. I'm a really sensitive girl. I don't mind confessing that to you. We're friends here after all. And, and I wear my emotions and my sensitivity on my sleeve. I'm not going to change myself, but I've changed in the sense I'm trying to manage my emotions towards other people more. I'm really trying with that. But it's tough, when you tell something not to do something, it kind of tries to do the opposite. So sometimes it's better to just feel it, and other times it isn't. But it ends up with me being in tears, quite often. I just kind of get used to it. It sounds really horrible, but it's like, oh right, I feel that way about him, he doesn't feel that way about me, or it would never work because I'll never see them, because they'll never come over here, and oh well, they really have different needs to me, and it's really hard. But have you ever struggled with something and felt that you're the only one struggling with this? Because that's how it feels to me, and when guys connect with me, to them, I'm a nice person to talk to, which is fabulous. I'm a kind person, and they get on well with me. I'm nice to talk to. I pay them attention, and that's all good. And I'm glad I do that. However, from my point of view, I'm not feeling the same. They're feeling just friendship and, oh yeah, it's nice to have a chat, hang out. I'm feeling much more deeper stuff than that sometimes for them. If they're foreign, if they're British, not really. British guys, I can develop some romantic feelings for, in some cases, fairly quickly, but not to the extent of foreign guys. And when I say a bit of romance, the best I could do is hug them. I can't kiss them. It's obvious to me that I'm never ever meant to be with a British guy in terms of relationship, because I just don't get that attracted to them. I can't physically kiss them anymore, which is strange, because I was in a couple of relationships with British guys for years. However, I have been in relationships with a couple of foreign guys in the past too, and I've only dated foreign guys since 2011. And then I kind of haven't dated anyone pretty much since 2014, although I've talked to guys online and I thought it was going to go somewhere maybe with some of them. It never really has. And obviously living in the UK, if they're foreign, it's tough. And there seems to be such a lack of heteromantic asexual guys, particularly foreign I'm talking about, in the UK. Most of them are homoromantics. Homoromantics seem on the increase, well, certainly in the UK anyway. So that makes my life even tougher, because ideally I'd have them over here. Because I do love kissing. Yeah, and I need some physical closeness, even though I don't want to get naked. So I'm really struggling, and where it struggles and where it's really difficult for me is the feelings of what do I do, because to prevent hyperromanticism being set off, you know, it's better to not listen to love songs and things. It's better not to think of romance and love. But when you've got someone who you make a connection with and you start feeling more than you should do for them, and you're thinking, no, this is wrong, they're not compatible, they're not suitable for me, I'm not suitable for them, it wouldn't be right, you know, and you've got those feelings, you can't just ignore them. You have to do something with them or live with them. And, you know, often I live with them, but then it becomes more and more stronger. And then when they become more and more stronger, then I get upset. And then sometimes I have to not speak to that person for a while, just to calm it down. Because ideally, if you have feelings for someone, if you don't want to take it any further, or they don't, it's best just to not speak to them, isn't it? Because then you kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Well, for me, it's a bit better, because if I'm not directly speaking to them, then it's like, fine, you're not in my life directly, so I don't need to worry. But with the way I feel, the feelings can come back. Like, say I hadn't spoken to a guy for months, or, you know, some cases a very long time, they can come back into my life and can feel exactly the same way about them as I did years ago or a year ago, which is kind of crazy, right? Because who wants to do that? But the good thing is I can get over a person now. I've sort of learnt to get over them, but it means I have to go away from them. I can't be around them. There was a British ace guy friend I liked for a while, and I literally had to stop, as he quoted me, stop talking to him for about a month. But I didn't like him, you know, I didn't like him aesthetically at all, and we're totally wrong for each other. I'm so glad we're just friends now, and we were never meant to be together, and that was good. But I got over him quite quickly in that way, in just a month. So, I mean, when I said got over him, I never, you know, I wasn't, you know, he's not foreign, and I couldn't kiss him. It wasn't a big romantic thing. It was just some romantic feelings, not attraction feelings as such. So yeah, that was pretty tough. And it's hard, isn't it, when you meet so many people online, and some of them are really, really nice. So I just wanted to share with you some of my hyperromantic frustrations. I'd love to hear from you. If you experience any of the things I experience, you know, do you ever go online and think, God, this is the person for me? I mean, when I'm talking to people, like I talk to a lot of people, I don't tend to have anyone sort of special in my life that I talk to a lot, but every so often a guy will come into my life, and then I end up talking to him a lot, and then I'm feeling like he's special to me because I'm not really talking that much to other people, not that excessively, and then to him I'm just like a friend that he's hanging out with. It's really cool that we're getting more friendly, as in friends. That's it. He sees it friends, I see it's more. And this is where it becomes a problem, you know. It's really hard when you haven't got any reciprocation on love or romantic feelings, you know. Ideally, the ideal case scenario is two people meet, romance, fall in love, and they be together, and they don't worry about anyone else, and they don't need to go around looking at it. Obviously, you still have friends, but you just don't need to go looking at everyone else, ideally. So I'm not polymorous. That's what I'm saying. I'm not polymorous. I'm monogamous, you know. So I some people have said you're polymorous. I'm like, I'm not polymorous. I may have multiple attractions for multiple guys, but I'm not polyamorous. Seriously. I would just want a relationship with one person if I have one. I mean, my head is giving me enough headache with all the attractions I have going on. And I seriously don't want any more headaches. I'd just rather have one person to deal with. And if I put my time, energy and love into them, then I think it'd be good. But right now, I'm going to stay happy being single because the person's not come along that's suitable for me in my life. But who knows? Yeah. Anyway, please let me know if you experience anything. Do you fall in love quickly like me? Do you experience romantic and love things very, very quickly? How do you experience those romantic and love feelings? Is it for an intellectual connection? Is it for an emotional connection? A creative connection? You know, how is it for you? I really, really need to know. It'd be great to hear your opinions. Please leave your comments down below. As always, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe and share with all your friends. I really want to build this community up. You guys and girls are amazing. I love you to bits. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.